So I've been hearing so much about ChatGPT that I wanted to try it out myself, so I started trying it out about a month or so ago, specifically for creating a coloring book. If you've never heard of ChatGPT, it's the latest artificial intelligence chatbot, and as of right now, it is completely free. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can use ChatGPT to create an inspirational coloring book like this. Now, of course, in any situation, the very first thing you will need to get started is the idea. I talk about how I got started with my coloring book idea in the video link, but I'm going to be sharing with you how you can go from idea to creation using ChatGPT. Now, before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe below so I can keep teaching you ways to make money online. So like I said, the first step is going to be coming up with your idea. You can use ChatGPT as a way to brainstorm ideas. You can ask it to help you come up with unique and creative ideas for your coloring book, and then ChatGPT will suggest various themes, various styles, and designs based on your target audience. For example, I typed in, can you help me come up with ideas for an affirmation coloring book for women? And of course, you can see it responded back with some ideas of affirmations and designs. Number 1 says, I am worthy of love and respect. And then it says, design a page with a heart in the center and floral patterns surrounding it. Now, the next tip is important because this is one of the things you want to pay special attention to when you're creating your coloring book, and that is your cover. Now, I mention this all the time that your cover needs to stand out and your cover needs to pop. It needs to grab someone's attention because your cover is going to be the first thing that people see when they are considering purchasing your book. So once you're certain on your idea, you can then ask ChatGPT, can you create a unique cover idea and also include a background scene? Or you can even say what type of creative image and background should be on the book cover. And one thing I want you to keep in mind is once you already ask it the first question, it will automatically populate responses based off of your first question. After I asked ChatGPT what type of creative image and background should be on the book cover, you can see it gave me a couple of bullet points for some good ideas. The third tip that you can use it for is for generating an outline for your book. Now, typically with a coloring book, you don't need an outline like you would for an ebook or for a regular fiction book, but it's still very helpful because it will give you some creative things to add in your coloring book to make your book stand out. For example, when I asked it to give me an outline for this particular book, it suggested putting an explanation page at the beginning, as well as even including some bonus pages. So this is great because most coloring books don't include things like this. Just very helpful with giving you some ideas and creative suggestions to kind of get your wheels turning so you'll know, oh, this is something I never thought of, or I'll pull this from what it said and actually use this. Next tip is going to be asking it for help with your title. Of course, like your book cover, your title is also very important in your coloring book because your title will be used as SEO, which is search engine optimization, which can help people find your type of book when they're looking for it. You know how you may tell family and friends about your book and they'll already know the name of your book and everything. But think of your title being optimized as when a complete stranger searches for your type of book. Like, let's say a stranger does not know that you exist, does not know that your book exists. They're simply going online looking for a coloring book with affirmations, or they're searching for a inspirational coloring book. The goal is ultimately for your book to pop up on the first page when people are searching for those keywords or titles. So I simply typed in, can you suggest 5 creative titles and subtitles for this book? It gave me the title of Radiant Confidence, an affirmation coloring book for women. Flourish with Grace, a coloring book of affirmations for women. I don't suggest using it word for word with your title and subtitle, but I do suggest pulling from the title and subtitle to get your own creative title for your book. For example, with Radiant Confidence and Affirmation Coloring Book for Women, I may change that title up and say Confident and Cute, an inspirational coloring book for women. You know, but it's still giving me the idea of confidence, right? So I just pull from the confident and then put what I wanted my book to convey. So make sure you're thinking about the overall theme that you want your book to reflect, and then kind of combine the suggestions that GPT is giving you as well. And my final tip is for you to ask it to come up with a book description. I know a book description can sometimes be a handful because you actually have to think of a book description. One of the ways that you can ask it for a book description is by saying, please create a book description with bullet points for this book. Because as you know, when people are reading the details of your book, people don't like to see bulky things like paragraphs worth of stuff, right? Without any breaks in it. So bullet points will break it up to make it more readable, and a reader will most likely read it that way if it's broken up in bullet points. Once you have all your information, then you're ready to put your book together. You can take one inspiration at a time and start creating your book by going to Canva. Once you're in Canva, you can start playing with background images or florals or any type of images that you want to be in the background of the book. Then once you have your inspirations, you would just click on the text tab, choose the font you want. I'm gonna stick with the basic font for this demonstration, and then start putting your quotes together page by page until you get the amount of pages that you want for your book. Once you have all your pages, then you're gonna save your document as a PDF, and then you can create your cover. Let's say you don't really feel comfortable designing your own book. This is where I suggest you hire out using sites like Fiverr or Upwork so that your cover can look very, very professional. Once you have your two files, which are your interior and your cover design, then you are ready to upload your book to Amazon KDP. Now, I do have a step-by-step video where I discuss how you can upload your book from start to finish. And if you're ready to start your coloring book business, I also have a free guide that I'll link below that you can download to get you started. But again, ChatGPT is very useful when you need suggestions or when you need some type of guidance with getting your book put together. It can help you figure out your illustrations. It can also help you figure out your description, your title, and your subtitle. It can help you with a host of things. The thing that you want to be sure that you're doing is making sure you're only using it as a template to help you and not word for word, okay? So when it gives you ideas, you're gonna then take that and you're gonna make it your own so that you could create a nice coloring book that sells. All right, guys, until next time, bye-bye.